In sports today, we're all still euphoric after last night's epic Blue Jays game. Here's Alex Martino with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thanks, Charlotte. The matchup is set for the ALCS, and it happened in wild, crazy, and rewarding ways. If last night's celebrations have muddled your memory, here's what happened in the Jays clincher. Tensions were high going into the 7th, and the powder keg exploded after Russell Martin throws a ball that hits Shin-Soo Choo's bat. The umpire calls the play dead, but Rougned Odor runs in for home anyway, and the umps allow the run. The Jays are upset, and Jays fans are upset, tossing garbage onto the field. After an 18-minute delay, play would resume. Over to the bottom of the 7th, and have you ever heard of a little thing called karma? Martin, Kevin Pillar, and Ryan Goins all get on base thanks to 3 Rangers fielding errors. Josh Donaldson cracks a single and Pillar runs home, tying the game. And then it was all up to Jose Bautista.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs. The 1-1 from Dyson. Bautista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about
it. Toronto is all fired up, and so are the Rangers. 2 bench clears keep the 7th going, including this exchange between Troy Tulowitzki and Sam Dyson that has Donaldson perplexed, to say the least. 7th's finally over, and 20-year-old Roberto Osuna comes in to close it out. Osuna strikes out the batter, and that's it. The Jays advance to the next round. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ALDS, the Kansas City Royals are feeling a little more nostalgic today. They eliminated the Houston Astros last night, ensuring the ALCS would be a gritty rematch of the 1985 American League Championship. The Astros were up early with 2 runs in the 2nd, but a 2-run double by Alex Rios in the bottom of the 5th got the Royals ahead. Royals will have no trouble holding on to their lead thanks to a stellar performance by pitcher Johnny Cueto. Cueto was on the mound for 8 innings and sent 19 Astros batters in a row back to the Houston dugout. He'll be a pitcher for the Blue Jays to watch out for this coming series. The first game of the ALCS is Friday at 8 in America's Heartland. Baseball returns to Toronto on Election Night Monday. There's one more Toronto team in the postseason now, just in case you haven't caught the Jays fever. Toronto FC clinched a spot in the MLS Cup playoffs for the first time in franchise history. After 8 seasons in the league, Toronto secured their spot against the New York Red Bulls last night at BMO Field. Hours after his flight back from a Euro qualifier against Norway, Sebastian Giovinco came off the bench and scored the game-winning goal, bringing Toronto FC into the postseason. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Rebecca Palozzo-Malara.
The Jays were on fire last night, but as for your weather forecast, it's not looking so hot. Right now, we're sitting at a high of 18, but looks like we'll have a low of 7 degrees this evening with some chances of thunderstorms. We'll be kicking off the weekend with some sunshine at a high of 13, but there's still a chance of some showers. Friday evening, we're expected to hit a low of 0. As for Saturday, looks like it's going to get much cooler, and it will be cloudy, so bundle up as there is a high of 7 and we'll be hitting a low of 0. With the Jays' next series fastly approaching, let's hope they can bring the heat in and outside of the Rogers Center. Back to you, Charlotte, in the newsroom.
Thanks, Rebecca. We leave you today with this. If you think it's too early for Christmas, think again.
The weather outside is frightful.
Netflix has released its first holiday-themed trailer of the season. George Clooney, Chris Rock, Miley Cyrus, and Amy Poehler star in A Very Merry Christmas. The film promises to be a musical extravaganza filled with singing, dancing, and of course, Bill Murray himself. It will be released on Netflix on December 4th. That's all for today. For details of these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca, and a reminder to log on to our website for a live stream of our National Youth Leaders Debate. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at North Campus. I'm Charlotte Moritz-Jacobs. Join us tomorrow for our next news update.